I had got a call. They thought my house might be on fire. My wife was at work and my son was at school. Smoke was just rolling out and then you'd see the flames coming up. A very helpless feeling watching, knowing there's nothing you can do. You just stand there and watch. Very emotional. Farmers Union Insurance did such an excellent job with us. I can't imagine any insurance company doing a better job. Dreams, memories, everything was put back together the way it should be to get us right back on course.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Meet the professionals of Trinity Sports Medicine. Trinity Sports Medicine has been serving the region's athletes and physically active population for more than 25 years. All of the athletic trainers at Trinity Sports Medicine are licensed in North Dakota and work side by side with Sports Medicine Medical Director Dr. Dawn Mattern to ensure the best possible care. Our professionals provide specialized medical care for preventing and treating injuries for the active people in our community. These medical professionals work hard to keep you healthy. But if an injury does happen, you can rely on the skilled athletic trainers to get you moving or back in the game again. It doesn't matter if you play for a competitive sports team or enjoy being active to stay healthy. You are part of the Trinity Sports Medicine family.
At Mattress Firm, we don't just say you'll sleep happy, we guarantee it. It's happiness you feel when you lie down on a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Somehow it adapts to both of us. It is perfect.
At Mattress Firm, our professional sleep experts will help you choose a Tempur-Pedic from our large in-stock selection. Get a free gift with a Tempur-Pedic purchase. Plus, bring in a picture of your expired mattress law tag and get an additional free gift. And get 0% APR for 5 years. Sleep happy with Mattress Firm.
If you didn't expect to see an Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin searing to smoky oak perfection on a new wood-fired grill, just wait until you see the price. Wood-fired steak with 2 sides for just $9.99. Now for a limited time, only at Applebee's.
Adams has Brent's driving back post is there, it's in! Davison across. They're checking in, tip, it's in, Alex Adams. Oh my! Side of the net, it's in, Prince.
After the home opening weekend, your Minutemen Tauros remain perfect. The only hockey team in the North American Hockey League with an unblemished record. The Tauros at 6-0. This is Tauros Weekly, where we talk Tauros, we talk players, we talk with the coaches, we talk to the players, we talk about the standings. Boy, we have a lot to talk about with the best team in the league right now. This is Tauros Weekly. I'm Nick Hulberg, your host. On today's show, we'll talk to Eric Dopp, the goaltender for the Tauros. We'll talk to Alex Adams, he's one of the players that was recognized as Liberty Tax Top Players of the Weekend. And of course, Marty Murray stops by as well. When you look at last weekend, Aberdeen came to town for the opening series here on Mesa Arena's home ice in Tauros country. Minot won 3-1 on Friday night, off to a little bit of a slow start, but things rolled their way and in their favor. By the end of the night, the Tauros had another win in the win column. Saturday night, same story. 4-0 the final score for the Tauros on home ice to remain unbeaten. As you look at the standings inside the North American Hockey League Central Division, Tauros at the top of the ladder, 12 points on the year for the Tauros, sitting on that 6-0 mark. They've outscored their opponents 19-6 on the season. That offense is clicking. The goaltending staff has been sensational. Everyone on the back end as well. Bismarck climbing their way up into the number 2 spot with 8 points now on the year with a 4-3 record. We'll see Bismarck on Saturday night here on home ice. Bismarck outscoring their opponents 26-23. Minnesota Wilderness up to 3rd spot in the Central Division with 8 points on the year. 7 points for the Brookings Blizzard. Austin Bruins sitting on a 2-3-1 mark. 5 points for them. And Aberdeen struggling down in the bottom of the cellar, 1-6 on the season, only 2 points. And Scott Langer, that hockey coach that comes up to Aberdeen after being in Topeka and having quite a bit of success there, you know he's going to be looking to turn that train back around on the tracks as Minot goes down to Aberdeen on Friday night for another matchup with the Aberdeen Wings. Well, the Tauros sitting on that perfect record, 12 points on the year. How have they done that? Well, a lot of offensive production as we look at the Tauros top 10 in scoring. Alex Adams, the rookie sensation for the Tauros, sitting on 4 goals, 2 assists for 6 points on the year. That coming in 6 games played. Never bad being in your rookie campaign and having 1 point per game as an average. Zach Bross, one of the captains for the Tauros, sits on 6 points as well, 2 and 4 the goals and assists, as well as Jack Murphy sitting on 6 points as well. 4 points for Jake Diddle, the defenseman and the captain. Derek Frentz has 4 points. 3 points for the rookie Reed Stephenson. Spencer Zweiner with 3 points. Nolan Sawchuk, the D-man, with 3 as well. Kyle Craddock and Luke Davison both have 2 points on the year. This is Tauros Weekly here on ProStyleProduction.com. When we come back, we'll talk to Tauros head coach Marty Murray, his thoughts after last weekend, and we'll also get his thoughts heading forward into another weekend with Aberdeen and Bismarck. This is Tauros Weekly, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance here on ProStyleProduction.com.
I had got a call. They thought my house might be on fire. My wife was at work and my son was at school. Smoke was just rolling out, and then you'd see the flames coming up. A very helpless feeling watching, knowing there's nothing you can do. You just stand there and watch. Very emotional. Farmers Union Insurance did such an excellent job with us. I can't imagine any insurance company doing a better job. Dreams, memories, everything was put back together the way it should be to get us right back on course.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Meet the professionals of Trinity Sports Medicine. Trinity Sports Medicine has been serving the region's athletes and physically active population for more than 25 years. All of the athletic trainers at Trinity Sports Medicine are licensed in North Dakota and work side by side with Sports Medicine Medical Director Dr. Dawn Mattern to ensure the best possible care. Our professionals provide specialized medical care for preventing and treating injuries for the active people in our community. These medical professionals work hard to keep you healthy. But if an injury does happen, you can rely on the skilled athletic trainers to get you moving or back in the game again. It doesn't matter if you play for a competitive sports team or enjoy being active to stay healthy. You are part of the Trinity Sports Medicine family.
At Mattress Firm, we don't just say you'll sleep happy, we guarantee it. It's happiness you feel when you lie down on a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Somehow it adapts to both of us. It is perfect.
At Mattress Firm, our professional sleep experts will help you choose a Tempur-Pedic from our large in-stock selection. Get a free gift with a Tempur-Pedic purchase. Plus, bring in a picture of your expired mattress law tag and get an additional free gift. And get 0% APR for 5 years. Sleep happy with Mattress Firm.
If you didn't expect to see an Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin searing to smoky oak perfection on a new wood-fired grill, just wait until you see the price. Wood-fired steak with 2 sides for just $9.99. Now for a limited time, only at Applebee's.
A sweep of the Aberdeen Wings last weekend as the Tauros remaining perfect here in the 2016-2017 campaign. Now joined by the Tauros head coach and general manager, Mr. Marty Murray. Marty, you have to be satisfied with where this hockey team's at after this point in the season. Anything you don't like about your hockey team right now?
Well, I think we as coaches are always able to pick something apart, but no, I'm thrilled where we're at. Obviously 6-0 right now, but there's some things we need to iron out for sure, and it's early in the season. One of the things I challenge our guys with going to the weekend is our first periods. I think in the majority of the games, our first periods have been a little weak, and I thought that was the case on Friday again, and the guys I thought stepped it up on Saturday and had a good first period. They kind of set the tone for the game.
Any concern with a team like Aberdeen when you get into those matchups, opening weekend on home ice? Aberdeen's record's down there in the cellar. You guys are cruising. When you have a matchup like that, is there any concern that that team can kind of rattlesnake bite you at certain times, or do you just go in and worry about your own business?
Well, I think one of the lessons our boys learned this past weekend is no matter what the record is, it's going to be a tough battle, and that's the case for the Central Division. And if you don't bring your work boots and you don't compete, you're going to be in for a long night. And I thought Aberdeen really took it to us there in the first period on Friday night at our home opener, and we responded a little bit there in the second. But hopefully it was a lesson learned for our guys. But at the end of the day, I think being challenged every night like that is going to make them better hockey players.
Your power play, not quite where you probably want it to be. Your penalty kill's been awesome so far on the year. Your thoughts on special teams and how much emphasis do you put on working on that man advantage?
Well, I mean, it's huge. I mean, you want to win the special teams battle every game, and I thought we moved the power play around okay, and didn't get the results we wanted to. But obviously, those are game breakers, and we saw it on the flip side there. PK came up huge, scored a shorthanded goal on Saturday to get the scoring going, and then on Friday night we scored right off a penalty kill as well. So those are big turning points of the game, and obviously special teams are huge parts of the game.
Home ice feels good to be back at the Mesa Arena, doesn't it? Don't you love this atmosphere here in Minot's Barn?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think we have the best fans in the league, and hopefully we can establish ourselves as a great home team because we know we'll have that energy and the fan base behind us.
You guys have some depth in this roster, and you look at the goaltending, you look on the back end, you look up front. I mean, you guys are old, you guys are talented, you've got a lot of guys that return, you've got guys that are already committed to play college hockey, Division I. How hard is it for you to make roster decisions and lineup choices each and every night?
It's a very difficult decision, and I mean that's something that all our guys deserve to be in the lineup, but unfortunately we can only go with 20, game in, game out. But it's a good problem to have. We're very deep. You look at the game sheets in the first 6 games. Everybody's contributed, and that's a sign of good things to come, hopefully, and a sign of the depth we have.
We'll come back with Marty in just a few moments and preview the weekend coming up at at Aberdeen on Friday, home against Bismarck on Saturday. We'll catch Marty's thoughts on that next. This is Tauros Weekly, presented by Farmers Union Insurance here on ProStyleProduction.com.
We think the fire started in our bedroom. Thankfully, we all did get out safe. The house ended up being a total loss. There were a lot of tears. Our Farmers Union Insurance agent was there the next day. And he not only came to see how we were doing, but he brought us a check to say, you know what, here's a little bit of money to get you guys going, and had us paid out in full within 2 weeks.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
We picked the right insurance company.
I know this sounds crazy, but if you need a new mattress, do not shop today. Oh no. The time to shop is this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. at the new Mattress Firm, located at the corner of Broadway and Burdick. Here's why. We're selling Sealy, Stearns & Foster, even Tempur-Pedic mattress sets for $5. At noon this Saturday, we'll start unveiling 5 secretly marked beds for $5. If you're the lucky one lying on one of those beds, it's yours for just $5. It's crazy. But you've got to wait until Saturday for the grand opening of the new Minot Mattress Firm.
By Shepard at the last line of defense. Now ahead, where are you going to fight? Bakic going to throw with Gavin. Bakic defending. Gavin not able to get much in on him. Now Gavin trying to throw, missed the uppercut, put off the top of the head with one right. Bakic comes up underneath. Bakic tries to throw in. Now Bakic got his helmet knocked off. Rock'em Sock'em Robot style. Now Gavin starting to lay him in there on Bakic. Bakic falls down, and that'll be the end of this scrap as Soag, Bakic, and Grayson Gavin trade blows here. Slight edge to Gavin on the fight because he knocked the helmet off there.
Tauros Weekly, presented by Farmers Union Insurance. Nick Hulberg joined by Marty Murray for a little Coach's Corner here in our first part of Tauros Weekly this week. Marty, Bismarck is on deck this weekend, but not until after Aberdeen on Friday night. Let's talk about these 2 matchups this weekend. And first, let's go down to Aberdeen and talk about a team that is 1-6. We just met up with them up here in Minot. Talked about some of those troubles and some of the issues that they pose with being a 1-6 hockey team. Do you guys, now that you've seen them 2 times already on the year, do you feel more confident heading down there? Or you have any concerns at all against a team like that again that is on home ice for the first time of the year?
Well, I think, being their home ice or their season opener at home, I think they're going to come ready to play. And if we're not ready to go, we're going to fall behind the 8 ball early. And Aberdeen's a good team. You look at their record; it doesn't suggest that, but they work hard. They're learning new systems with a new coach, and they're going to get better every night. So we need to come in with that mentality that we got to be our best, and especially on the road, where mistakes and really cost you. We got to make sure we're on our game.
Quick turnaround on to Saturday night, and obviously you'd like to take it 60 minutes at a time, but Bismarck comes to the Mesa Arena for the first time here in 2016, 2017. Tell us just in your view and in your mind, for anybody that's new as a Tauros fan this year, maybe with a kid on the team, that a little bit about this rivalry and your thoughts overall. If you could describe this rivalry in a few sentences, what would it be?
Well, it's very intense, and I think you and I are probably one of the few folks around the organization that have seen it since day one, and it's fun. It brings the best out in you. Sometimes brings the worst out in you, and it's just fun. It's good hockey. I think the first couple of years it was maybe a little bit of a sideshow at times, but the last couple of years it's developed into really good competitive hockey and intense hockey, and I know the fans on both sides would really enjoy it.
Should be a battle between 1 and 2 inside the Central Division. When you look at Bismarck's stats on paper, they got a couple guys up front, Mismash and Flatterby, that are top 5 in scoring in the North American Hockey League. How do you shut those guys down?
Well, you have to pay attention to them for sure. They're both very skilled, and I don't know what it is about Bismarck, but they always seem to have those guys that make that jump from 15, 20 points one year to all of a sudden in the top 10 in scoring. So we're going to have to pay attention to those guys in particular, but they have some firepower that can hurt you in different areas.
Inching closer and closer to the new Mesa Arena and that expansion that the doors will open on soon enough. For you, is it time to make some memories in that in the old barn here, if you will? I mean, it's going to be sad to say goodbye to this place that's such a fantastic junior venue.
No, it is, and I mean the atmosphere that is created here in the rink that we've played at the last 6 years is tremendous, and we're hoping we can bring that over to the new arena as well. And we're very excited to get in there, but we've had a lot of good times in that in the East Rink as well.
Well, best of luck here this weekend.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
That's Marty Murray, the head coach of the Minot Tauros. When we come back, we'll talk to Alex Adams, the forward for the Tauros that leads the team in goals and in points. He's a rookie. He's been doing some pretty good things for the Tauros here in 2016. We'll talk to him next. This is Tauros Weekly, presented by Farmers Union Insurance on ProStyleProduction.com.
We think the fire started in our bedroom. Thankfully, we all did get out safe. The house ended up being a total loss. There were a lot of tears. Our Farmers Union insurance agent was there the next day, and he not only came to see how we were doing, but he brought us a check to say, you know what, here's a little bit of money to get you guys going, and had us paid out in full within 2 weeks.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
We picked the right insurance company.
Meet the professionals of Trinity Sports Medicine. Trinity Sports Medicine has been serving the region's athletes and physically active population for more than 25 years. All of the athletic trainers at Trinity Sports Medicine are licensed in North Dakota and work side by side with Sports Medicine Medical Director Dr. Dawn Mattern to ensure the best possible care. Our professionals provide specialized medical care for preventing and treating injuries for the active people in our community. These medical professionals work hard to keep you healthy. But if an injury does happen, you can rely on the skilled athletic trainers to get you moving or back in the game again. It doesn't matter if you play for a competitive sports team or enjoy being active to stay healthy. You are part of the Trinity Sports Medicine family.
Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin isn't just a top choice cut of meat. For under $10, it's a top choice for your wallet. Applebee's new hand-cut wood-fired grilled steak, now only $9.99 for a limited time. Only at Applebee's.
Alex Adams, a new sensation for the Tauros on the offensive side of things, leads the team in scoring. 4 goals on the year, 2 assists, 6 points. He joins us now. And first of all, thanks for a little bit of time here on a Wednesday night of a busy game week.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really fun weekend, and just got to look forward to this weekend just as much.
Talk a little bit about your time here at the Tauros, an affiliate player last year. You come to Minot, you play in 4 games. You get the whole summer after your high school career is over to prepare for junior hockey. Is it everything you thought it was going to be, a little bit more, a little bit less?
I mean, yeah, I think it was a really good idea to come after my high school season and get a feel for it, get a few games under my belt, and get to know what I need to work on over the summer to be prepared for this season coming up.
What goes on in Grand Rapids in the summer? Anything fun?
Yeah, a lot of lake days.
That's good. Yeah. You a wakeboarder, fisherman? What's the claim to fame over there?
Pretty much all of the above. We do it all up there.
Rookie season for you. You lead the team in points. You lead the team in goals right now. And, boy, you've got company all around you and veteran players and big-name guys in the division, inside the league. What does it mean to you to be a player that's leading the way right now on the offensive production for the Tauros?
I mean, that's not really the big deal. The big deal is that we're winning, and we're 6-0 right now, and obviously that feels great, and we hope to keep the streak going, and the team's clicking really good right now.
Your thoughts on this series with Aberdeen? You guys had some luck last weekend. You popped a few goals in and had a few nice points in that series. Your thoughts heading down to Aberdeen this weekend? After you score on a team a few times like that, does that give you some more confidence heading into a series like this weekend?
Yeah, I think it definitely gives you more confidence, and I mean, the more games you get under your belt, the more you get used to the play style and the speed of the game, and I mean, the more you play, the more confidence you'll get, and we hope to carry on our streak throughout the weekend.
What are you expecting out of Bismarck? I know it's 60 minutes at a time, but Saturday night's one that's circled on the calendar for a lot of people. That's a big rivalry game.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first game I played in when I came here last year, and it was a really fun game. We got the W, and hopefully we can do it again this year.
All right, well, best of luck this weekend. Thanks for joining us, and keep putting points up here in your rookie campaign.
Thank you.
That's Alex Adams, forward for the Minot Minotaurs. When we come back, we'll talk to one of the goaltenders that has been stopping the pucks on the other end of the ice for your Tauros. Eric Dopp joins us next. This is Tauros Weekly, presented by Farmers Union Insurance here on ProStyleProduction.com.
I had got a call. They thought my house might be on fire. My wife was at work and my son was at school. Smoke was just rolling out, and then you'd see the flames coming up. A very helpless feeling watching, knowing there's nothing you can do. You just stand there and watch. And very emotional. Farmers Union Insurance did such an excellent job with us. I can't imagine any insurance company doing a better job. Dreams, memories, everything was put back together the way it should be to get us right back on course.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
At Mattress Firm, we don't just say you'll sleep happy, we guarantee it. It's happiness you feel when you lie down on a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Somehow it adapts to both of us. It is perfect.
At Mattress Firm, our professional sleep experts will help you choose a Tempur-Pedic from our large in-stock selection. Get a free gift with a Tempur-Pedic purchase. Plus, bring in a picture of your expired mattress law tag and get an additional free gift. And get 0% APR for 5 years. Sleep happy with Mattress Firm.
If you didn't expect to see an Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin searing to smoky oak perfection on a new wood-fired grill, just wait until you see the price. Wood-fired steak with 2 sides for just $9.99. Now for a limited time, only at Applebee's.
In the Tauros office, you see plenty of goaltenders that have made their way onto Division I college hockey in the NCAA ranks. This is a gentleman that joins us now that will do the same thing, committed to Bowling Green for his college career. It's Eric Dopp, and thanks for taking a little bit of time to join us here on Tauros Weekly.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Boy, you've been a knockout so far here in the 2 games you played for the Tauros here in 2016, 2017. The highlight reel saves that you've been making have been talked about quite a bit around the rink and around town here. How big is that hockey puck for you right now? It's got to be the size of a beach ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to play bad right now with the competition that's going on here. You really got to earn your spot, and we got 3 goaltenders right now, and you trying to earn a spot here is, I don't know, just helped me out really. Made me a little more nervous than I'd like, but it's been fun so far.
Yeah, your nerves aren't showing, sitting on some pretty good numbers. .49 goals against average and just about a 99% save percentage. Those numbers aren't far off from what you had last year for the the Ohio Blue Jackets. 1.47 goals against average and 95% save percentage in 18 games. What makes you so good as a goaltender?
I really just think my patience and really just letting the player decide what to do and just reacting from him. And I really don't think I get out of position too much or anything. Just really stay calm and try to do my job, because when I do my job and I know guys on my team are going to do theirs, and I think we're going to have success. So, who
do you mold your game after? Is there somebody special that you like to watch?
I like to think Carey Price, but growing up in Columbus, Pascal Leclerc, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but that's who.
So for you as a one of 3 guys right now for the Tauros that competes each and every night for one of these starting jobs, and a guy like Murray that's here after a nice year last year, battling with him every day in the pipes, how do you keep your mind right and stay focused knowing that on any given night you could be either getting the call or you might be sitting in a suit at the end of the night?
I don't know. I really think practice matters, and everybody's playing well right now, so you just got to just hope that coach sees what's good in you. So.
Well, that's Eric Dopp. We sure appreciate what you've done so far, and keep up the good work for us.
Thanks.
That's Eric Dopp, the goaltender for the Toros, sitting on some pretty impressive numbers. When we come back to Tauros Weekly, we'll talk about the Mattress Firm home opener. We'll also talk about a road trip to Aberdeen on Friday night. This is Tauros Weekly, presented by Farmers Union Insurance here on ProStyleProduction.com.
We think the fire started in our bedroom. Thankfully, we all did get out safe. The house ended up being a total loss. There were a lot of tears. Our Farmers Union insurance agent was there the next day, and he not only came to see how we were doing, but he brought us a check to say, you know what, here's a little bit of money to get you guys going, and had us paid out in full within 2 weeks.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
We picked the right insurance company.
Meet the professionals of Trinity Sports Medicine. Trinity Sports Medicine has been serving the region's athletes and physically active population for more than 25 years. All of the athletic trainers at Trinity Sports Medicine are licensed in North Dakota and work side by side with Sports Medicine Medical Director Dr. Dawn Mattern to ensure the best possible care. Our professionals provide specialized medical care for preventing and treating injuries for the active people in our community. These medical professionals work hard to keep you healthy. But if an injury does happen, you can rely on the skilled athletic trainers to get you moving or back in the game again. It doesn't matter if you play for a competitive sports team or enjoy being active to stay healthy. You are part of the Trinity Sports Medicine family.
Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin isn't just a top choice cut of meat. For under $10, it's a top choice for your wallet. Applebee's new hand-cut wood-fired grilled steak, now only $9.99 for a limited time. Only at Applebee's.
Tauros Weekly live from the Toros office here at the Mesa Arena. I'm Nick Hulberg, your host. Thanks for joining us again for another edition of Tauros Weekly, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Well, it was fun talking to Marty Murray, as always, on his thoughts of what makes this hockey team so good. A perfect 6-0 mark through this portion of the hockey season. More games coming up this weekend against Aberdeen and Bismarck. Always fun talking to some of those rookie guys as well and getting their thoughts on Minot and how things are going. Dopp, the goaltender, making some sensational stops so far here in the 2016-2017 campaign. And Alex Adams as well, leading the charge right now for the Toros with 6 points out in front, 4 goals for him on the season. Big stuff happening here in Toros country. Come to the game on Saturday night for your chance to win $10,000. That's $10,000, and that's no joke. We're going to be trying to give away $10,000 each and every night here in Tauros country. Mattress Firm is our sponsor on Saturday night. They're going to be giving away all sorts of good stuff. A brand new bed on Saturday night as well. I'd like to thank our friends from Mattress Firm, great sponsors here in Tauros country. They bring you the game on Saturday. First, let's preview the game on Friday night. Toros go down to Aberdeen to take on the Aberdeen Wings. Game time 7:15 down in Aberdeen. You can listen to Ken Oda, the play-by-play voice of the Toros, at ProStyleProduction.com. That game features 1-6 Aberdeen against 6-0 Minot. First against 6th place inside the division. Specialty teams is always a big matchup. 16% of the power play for the Toros. Aberdeen is struggling. 7.7% conversion rate on the man advantage. The kill not much better for Aberdeen at 79%, 90% for Minot. Some of the notes of this one: no one in the plus category for Aberdeen through the 7 games they've played. 3 points for Fitzgerald. He's the team leader. Scotty Langer comes from Topeka. He's now in Aberdeen. You know that he's not going to stand for that. Watch Aberdeen climb up the ladder throughout the season. You heard Marty Murray say it in the Coach's Corner portion of Tauros Weekly this week. You can expect Aberdeen to get better and better as they go. But for the Toros, you look at how sweep it is on that graphic on the screen. Well, they swept Aberdeen last weekend, outscoring them 7-1 on the weekend. Minot's stingy kill has been a very important thing for their success so far. 15, 16, the carryover, well, that's talking about last year. The Tauros have had all sorts of success against Aberdeen, starting back from last year all the way through this year. 8-4 they went last year. They're perfect against them here this year. Well, then we move on to Saturday night. We're back at the Mesa Arena for another homestand. This one against the Bismarck Bobcats. Lane Sedevy's club comes to town, second place currently inside the division. We talk about giving away all sorts of good stuff from our friends at Mattress Firm. $10,000 up for grabs as well. Bismarck Bobcats sit on a 4-3 mark in the 2016-2017 campaign. Second place right now in the division. Their power play is cooking 44%. That's not a typo. They have been on fire with the man advantage, 75% on the kill. 20th season for the Bismarck Bobcats, so you know that Tom Briggle and his staff down there looking for some big things coming here this year with 20 years as the celebration. You see Mismash number 3, Flatterby number 5. Well, that represents where they stand in the standings for points lead in the North American Hockey League. 12 points for Mishmash, 11 for Flatterby. When you look at the Tauros in this matchup, a good goaltending matchup against some of those offensive threats from Bismarck. The Tauros have been sensational. Dopp Murray, 6 goals against average, or 6 goals against total in the 6 games they've played. That's 1 goal against on average per game. Tauros have been fantastic. We talk about the new Mesa Arena coming up. That expansion is just about complete. Not many games left here in the old Tauros country, if you will. You're going to want to come and put some of those memories in the bank, if you will, as we get geared for our new arena. And 4 top lines, rolling the dice for the Tauros. That's kind of been the name of the game for the Tauros all season long. The question mark that Nigel Dubé and head coach Marty Murray have each and every night, who are they going to play when they get into these matchups? Well, somebody's got to sit, somebody's got to start, somebody's got to roll these lines. And the beauty of it is there's top lines all over the place for the Tauros. Seems to be 4 of them right now at this point in the year. These 2 teams, they did go 1-1 in the preseason. Should be a good game on Saturday night, 7:35. Mattress Firm presents it here at the Mesa Arena. Make sure to get your tickets now at MinotaurosHockey.com. Don't forget about the Dash app, something new that the Tauros are utilizing this year. The Dash app has a current auction going on right now. 6 tickets into the Tauros locker room for an autograph session after the game on Saturday night. You can get the Dash app at Dash app on the Apple iStore, or the Apple App Store, is where you can find the Dash app. That's going to do it for this edition of Tauros Weekly, presented by Farmers Union Insurance. Tauros are at home on Saturday night. Mattress Firm brings you that game on the road on Friday night against Aberdeen. You can listen to that one again at ProStyleProduction.com. Ken Oda will have the pregame show at 7 o'clock, courtesy of Planet Pizza. Special thanks to Eric Dopp for stopping by. Alex Adams, of course, Marty Murray was here. We'd like to thank the producer, Ken Oda. I'm Nick Hulberg signing off from the Tauros office. Until next time, we'll see you on Saturday night. This has been an edition of Tauros Weekly.
I had got a call. They thought my house might be on fire. My wife was at work and my son was at school. Smoke was just rolling out, and then you'd see the flames coming up. A very helpless feeling watching, knowing there's nothing you can do. You just stand there and watch. Very emotional. Farmers Union Insurance did such an excellent job with us. I can't imagine any insurance company doing a better job. Dreams, memories, everything was put back together the way it should be to get us right back on course.
Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
At Mattress Firm, we don't just say you'll sleep happy, we guarantee it. It's happiness you feel when you lie down on a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Somehow it adapts to both of us. It is perfect.
At Mattress Firm, our professional sleep experts will help you choose a Tempur-Pedic from our large in-stock selection. Get a free gift with a Tempur-Pedic purchase. Plus, bring in a picture of your expired mattress law tag and get an additional free gift. And get 0% APR for 5 years. Sleep happy with Mattress Firm.
If you didn't expect to see an Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin searing to smoky oak perfection on a new wood-fired grill, just wait until you see the price. Wood-fired steak with 2 sides for just $9.99. Now for a limited